Hello, we are back here with Grandma Tanner. She is going to be cooking today, and we are making the sausage, apples, and onions. I did post a picture of the recipe on our Facebook page, so if you want that, you can look there after we're done. All right, Grandma Tanner, what do you got cooking today?
Well, we have some beautiful apples that just came in. The Jonathan, and I chose Jonathan and Cortland because they do hold their shape. And we also picked Golden Delicious this morning, but we won't have them on the table till tomorrow. So the sausage is, I have it in the skillet and it's heating. You get the pre-cooked sausage and I'm just simmering it a little bit on low just to heat it up. And then you take the onions and the apples and you blend them together and put them in a skillet. But so that I'm not crying while I'm doing this, I got these really neat goggles. And they are just cool because I'm not going to cry when I have these onions.
So these are onion goggles.
Onion goggles. And you know what? We sell them out there.
I know, Mary and I found them at the Atlanta show.
Them at the Atlanta, of course. So I'm going to slice these onions real thin. And
oh man, I should have got a pair of those goggles.
oh, shoot, I don't know how many we have left. Not too many. But anyway, I'm not going to be crying and tears dropping down here in this casserole. So 2 large onions with this recipe, and it's 4 pounds of pre-cooked sausage. So you
just slicing those real thin.
Slicing them fairly thin, and then I'll kind of pull them apart and put them in the skillet with the apples. Stir them around a little bit and saute them, and then I think I'll just take this one and cut it like this.
How are those goggles working out, Grandma?
Oh, I don't have any burning going on.
Nothing in the nose, nothing?
Nothing. It's just working out great. Okay, I'm going to throw these in there in that skillet back here.
What do you got in that skillet?
I have just a small amount of butter. So put all these onions in there.
Those onions are strong.
I think they are too. But
these are the ones Grandpa Tanner grew?
Yeah, these are the ones out of our garden. So this recipe calls for.
Is the onion getting to you?
I can smell this onion. I'm surprised that these are this strong.
How's the goggles? Is the goggles helping your eyes out?
Oh, my eyes aren't burnt. I mean, there's a little foam thing all the way around. It just keeps all that onion smell out of there. It's working great. I think I'll just keep these all the time I'm cutting up onions. I'll keep one. It doesn't take too much room in your drawer in the kitchen. So we'll just chop this onion up real good.
I'd let Grandpa cut up the onions with the onion goggles.
Oh, he would do so good. Okay, so 2 onions in the skillet. I'll turn that up just a little bit. This makes a pretty good sized casserole. And after you get this all sauteed together, then you put a little brown sugar in there. So that really helps it. So now I've sliced these apples with this neat little cutter that we have. I sliced, you get 8 slices, and then I peeled them, and then I cut each slice in half. So
Sylvia asked what we're making. We're making sausage, apples, and onions.
It's a dish, and it's got your vegetables, fruits. It's got everything in it. So I'm going to put these apples in there. You kind of drain them off a little bit. Put them in there with your onions. And you saute that or simmer it a little bit. Now when you get this all cooked together, you can put this in a crock pot. Or you can put it in a big casserole dish and stick it in the oven. I have chose the crock pot.
You have a bigger skillet there, Grandma.
I know it. It says 5 apples, and I wanted to use 3 Cortland and 3 Jonathan. So I have a few more apples here, but it'll all cook down. It'll be good. Got to turn that up a little bit. Now the recipe doesn't call for butter, but I did put a small amount of butter in there.
Because butter makes it...
Oh, it makes it better. Butter makes it better. So you saute those onions and apples, and then you add it to the sausage, and then you pour the brown sugar over the top and blend it all together, and then you can just put it in the crock pot and let it simmer. Now this dish would be great to take to a picnic, or if you're having a whole group of people, one of the side dishes or one of the main dishes. But yeah, my eyes are not burning at all, and I cut up those 2 big onions.
Let's see. You got. I do like your onion goggles. So these are what they are, huh?
That is it.
We have a few left in the market. We'll have to get some more.
We might have to. Now there's lots of different ways to cut up onions so you're not crying, but I heard one time you can cut it up underwater. Another time I've heard it just have a big fan blowing all the time you're cutting them up. Put it up there on your counter and
Blow it away from you.
it blow those onions away. So,
Well, Jeffrey's watching. Grandma's oldest grandson.
oh, he's a long ways away. Down there in old Mississippi.
Yep. And Chris Terrence. Julie Besco. She came and saw you. Chris Terrence was a employee. I wish she would come back, but she's busy. So we're going to cook these onions and apples all together and then mix it with the sausage and put it in a crock pot, correct?
Well, and we'll add that brown sugar, 3/4 of a cup. You can use a little more brown sugar if you would like it a little sweeter. But right now I just chose a 3/4 of a cup. And when it's all sauteed together, then you pour it in that crock pot. I think this crock pot will be a good meal for all these evening employees tonight.
Oh, yeah, they'll like it.
They'll like that, yeah. It'll all be done about the time they want to eat.
So you simmer it for how long, you think, in that crock pot?
I have it on low, so probably a good couple of, maybe an hour or more. You want all that to get blended in there together. I turned the heat up a little bit on these onions and apples here.
I think you could have used a bigger skillet.
I think I could have. This I probably should have had that in here and those in there. This is a little deeper skillet here, but yeah, these are coming right along. This sausage just heating real nice. Now these are starting to simmer a little bit more. I'll cook them a little bit before I put that brown sugar in there. But we have quite a few varieties of apples now that we're picking. The Goldens will, like I say, will be on the table tomorrow after they grate them. We always pick them one day, put them in the cooler, let them harden up, and then grate them. Otherwise, they will bruise very easily. And so they also picked early variety of Fuji, and they are absolutely gorgeous. We just put them on the table. We hand grated some of them and bagged them up, but the Fuji is a little sweeter, crisp, wonderful apple for eating.
So what do we got in the market today? We have, or tomorrow we'll have Golden Delicious.
Golden Delicious, Jonathan, Cortland, McIntosh, Smitten, which is our new variety, and Honeycrisp,
Gala,
and
Sweet Tango.
Sweet Tango.
There might be another
that's
one.
about eight or nine varieties.
Okay.
So they're just really, this heat is kind of ripening. They're all ripening pretty fast out there. But we're going to have a cooler weather now, and things will cool down. But we cannot believe how big our apples are, and we think that all that rain we had this spring, those little apple roots went down and got that subsoil moisture, because we didn't have much rain all of July and August. So very thankful on that. I'll stir these up here a little bit more.
It's smelling really good.
Yeah. They're starting to soften up a little bit.
Now, can you put the lid on there if you need to soften them up a little faster?
Yes, I could. I have my lid right here. Just let that soften up there a little bit. We don't want to burn it, but it will steam them a little bit faster.
They won't be sauteed. They'll be steamed.
Yeah. So then after they're soft, and I'll blend them with that, and then I'm going to put that brown sugar on them. And that will really make it good. So in the crock pot they will go. I think my onions are all, take my goggles off here. But that's a very easy casserole, and the sausage was chicken and beef.
Pork?
Or turkey. I think I used turkey and beef sausages.
Not pork?
No, it's not. I didn't use pork in there. Yeah, these are getting soft now. So that's about how we do it here in my crock pot. I've had it on medium. So I think I could pour my sausage in there. They're all steaming and getting ready. This will just make a really nice dish. I just browned it a little bit. Those onions and apples over the top with a little brown sugar. That'll be good.
What'd you and Grandpa do yesterday?
Oh, we went to Grandparents' Day down in Decatur to our grandchildren down there, Wayne and Betsy's. And then we picked up some granola at this little bakery in Decatur. And then the same place that we got our carriage repaired, Jenny had bought a buck wagon with a seater on the back, and one of the wheels were a little bit broken, and they repaired that. So we went down to Arcola and picked that big wheel up. So hopefully next year we'll have that buck wagon on display with the seats on it and flowers coming out the back of it.
There we go. So Grandma and Grandpa kind of took the day off yesterday.
Yep, it was a nice day.
First one in a couple months, probably.
Well, we did go to the Caterpillar place that one day.
Oh, yeah.
toured the caterpillar plant. Yeah.
Think those are ready?
Yep, I think they're ready. They're soft.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pour them right on top of this sausages. I'll put that skillet right there. And then I have this brown sugar.
And how much brown sugar do you got?
Well, you can use a cup, 3/4 or a cup. I have 3/4 of a cup here. And that brown sugar will just kind of melt in there and sweeten those onions and everything up. Blend it all together. The brown sugar kind of browns the onions and the apples a little bit. Looks like a pretty healthy meal with your vegetables and fruit and meat all in one. So that's about that.
All right. So that's a sausage with apples and onions, a little casserole that you can make. It's an easy dish, Grandma says to make, and really doesn't take too long. And then you let it just in the crock pot. She has it on medium for about an hour.
About an hour, hour and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was easy.
That's easy.
Easy peasy. All righty.
Okay.
Well, thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you next week. Don't forget about Grandpa Tanner on Wednesday at 3. We're going to start a little history series with him on how the farm started, and his dad started the farm, so it'd be my grandpa started the farm here, and why he picked this farm and what they did. So, and then Grandma will be back on Thursday next week at 3 o'clock. Thank you.